Hi children, how are you? Now today we are going to learn some new ideas. What is friction? What is friction and dynamic or friction and dynamics of circular motion? So today we are going to see friction. In our daily life, we can see a lot of examples. Suppose we are rolling a ball on a ground. What happens? After some time, it will stop. Similarly, while we are on bicycle, after some time, if I unpedal the bicycle, then I see after some time bicycle stops. Similarly, or I can take an example. If I am in a car and I switch off the engine of a car, then what I see? After some time the car stops. So lot of example we can see in our daily life. Why they are stopping? Why their velocities are reducing? So something is there. So dear children, all these examples shows that there is some force that opposes the motion of the body. Some force is there that is opposing. So I can say here that force is invisible force. That force is invisible force, and that opposing force is called friction. That opposing force is called friction. Again we apply a small force on a block. Suppose here it is a block. If I applied a small force on this block, it will not move. It will not move. Here is a block. It will not move. The applied force must have been balanced by an opposing force. Here is an opposing force. That is called friction force. So force of friction comes into play even when one body tries to move over the surface of the other. We can say like this. Here is an example. I am applying a force here, but the body does not move. That is why the opposing force due to surface, it cannot move. So friction is an opposing force. Friction is an opposing force that comes into play. Opposing force that comes into play. That comes into play when one body actually moves. When one body actually moves. When one body actually moves, or I can say it slides, or I can say it rolls, so actually moves, or even tries to move, or even tries to move, or even tries to move over the surface of another body. Over the surface of another body. Over the surface of another body. This is the definition of friction. Is it clear? Write down. So forces of friction is the force that develops on the surface of contact of the two bodies, like this. Here it is. Chalk holder is one body, my hand is another body. Similarly, I can say here. Now, frictions are of three types. Here in this module, we are going to see frictions are of three types. First one, frictions are of three types. First, static friction. Static friction. Now, for that I am taking an example to clear all the frictions. Now, let us consider, say this is the surface and here is a block. Here is the horizontal surface on which the block is there. Let us consider a block of weight mg. Here is a block of weight mg lying on a horizontal surface. When a body presses against the surface deforms even if it appears to be rigid. So the downward surface pushes on the body with a normal force, say R. Here is the normal reaction force. Weight is downward and normal reaction force is upward. See here. That is perpendicular to the surface. This is called normal reaction. This is called normal reaction. This balances mg. So my dear children, here R is equal to mg. You can understand with my example. I am standing here. My weight mg downwards and the normal reaction R upwards. That's why I am standing here. R is equal to mg. Now, suppose a small force P is applied on the block here. Here is the force P is applied over here to the right side. Here we are applying a force in this manner. Here we are applying a force P on the right side. We know from our experience that a small applied force may not be able to move the body practically. If the applied force P were the only external force on the body must move with an acceleration A बराबर P by M. So clearly the body remains at rest, becomes some other forces comes into play in the horizontal direction and opposite this applied force P here in this direction, and that force which acts here, that is called friction force F. मैं तो इसको खींचना चाह रहा हूं, लेकिन यहां पर इस कॉन्टेक्ट सरफेस के ऊपर एक अपोजिंग फोर्स लगेगा, दैट इज फ्रिक्शन फोर्स. This force F parallel to the surface of the body in contact with the surface is known as frictional force. Is known as frictional force. Is it clear? Now, so long as the block does not move, जब कब तक ये मूव नहीं करेगा? जब तक कि F बराबर P. The block does not move. Block does not move here. This means as we increase P, friction F also increases. So, what I can write here? What are the conclusion made here? The opposing force that comes into play when one body tends to move over the surface of another, but the actual motion has yet not started. अभी बॉडी चलना प्रारंभ नहीं किया है, तब तक जो फ्रिक्शन लग रहा है दैट इज कॉल्ड स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन. दैट इज कॉल्ड स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन. तो राइट डाउन द डेफिनेशन. व्हाट इज स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन? The opposing force that comes into play, the opposing force that comes into play when one body tends to move, over the surface of another, but the actual motion here has yet not started. बॉडी ने चलना प्रारंभ नहीं किया है. Has yet not started. We are applying a force, but opposite side continuously frictional force also increases. Is it clear? Write down. Now, as the applied force P is increased by F, as the applied force P बराबर F है, जब तक तो नहीं चलेगा. As the applied force P is increased here, this force is increased. F also increased, remains equal and opposite to the applied force up to a certain limit. That is why body does not move. Up to that extent, the friction is static friction. Now, if I increase the applied force, और बढ़ाता जाता हूं, a stage comes when the body is just at the verge of moving over the other. So at that time, static friction at this stage is obviously, at this time when it just starts to move, at that time the static friction is maximum. Static friction is maximum, and that maximum value of static friction is called limiting friction. Limiting friction, when just body starts moving. Limiting friction, the maximum value of static friction. Maximum value of static friction. Is it clear? It's a very simple physics. Maximum value of static friction. That is called limiting friction. What is the definition here? Limiting friction is the maximum opposing force. Limiting friction, just body जब start कर रही है चलना, तो limiting friction is the maximum opposing force. Maximum opposing force. Limiting friction is the maximum opposing force that comes into play. That comes into play when one body one body just here, when one body just at the verge of moving, at the verge of moving over the surface of other body, over the surface of other body, over the surface of other body. This is called limiting friction. Now, when we increasing the applied force, एक बार चलना शुरू हो गया, स्टार्ट हुआ. When we increasing the applied force slightly beyond a limiting friction, the actual motion starts. जैसे ही लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शन से आगे अप्लाइड फोर्स लगा, बॉडी ने चलना प्रारंभ कर दिया. स्लाइटली इंक्रीज. इसका यह मतलब नहीं हुआ कि फ्रिक्शन हैज डिसअपियर्ड. जब बॉडी ने स्टार्ट कर दिया मूवमेंट, इट डज नॉट मीन कि फ्रिक्शन हैज डिसअपियर्ड. It only means that the applied force is now greater than the force of limiting friction. The applied force is greater than the force of limiting friction. This force of friction at this stage is called kinetic friction. At that time, the friction acts is called kinetic friction. Kinetic friction, or it may call dynamic friction, or dynamic friction, or it may call dynamic friction, is the opposing force. Dynamic friction is the opposing force, is the opposing force that comes into play, that comes into play when one body actually moving over the surface of another body. It is clear? This is called kinetic friction. So what we saw today, static friction, limiting friction, and third one is kinetic friction. Now, it is found that the force of kinetic friction depends on normal reaction and on quality of finish of rubbing surface also. It does not depend upon the area of contact. But the kinetic friction does depends on the velocity of relative motion of the bodies. These are the important points. So if I want to draw a graph in between the applied force and the force of friction. What type of it is? 1 mark question. If I want to plot a graph in between the applied force and force of friction, applied force and force of friction. See that here. Here is the force of friction. Force of friction. And here is applied force. Now, initially see that as I increase the applied force, the force of friction increases like that, say from O to A. This part OA of the curve represents static friction. Here part OA represents static friction. Fs. It is clear? Which goes on increasing with the applied force. At A, the static friction is maximum here. This represents the limiting friction also. Here, I can say here is Fl. This is Fs, static friction. This represents limiting friction OL. Beyond A, the force of friction is seen to decrease slightly, like this. Here. It is say B. The portion you can see here BC. So here you can say it is a limiting friction. Beyond A, the force of friction is seen to decrease slightly. The portion BC of the curve therefore represents the kinetic friction. It represents kinetic friction. Fk. Fk is equal to OK. Fk is equal to OK. Where Fl is equal to OL. So kinetic friction is always slightly less than the limiting friction. Is it clear? To draw this graph. In between force of friction and applied force. Here is limiting friction, kinetic friction, static friction. So kinetic friction is slightly less than to that of limiting friction. Because once the motion starts, actually inertia of rest has been overcome and body will move. That's why kinetic friction is less. When motion has actually started, then it can move. Dynamic friction or kinetic friction. Dynamic friction or kinetic friction are again of two types. First, sliding friction, or second, a rolling friction. Here, sliding, रगड़ रहा है, rolling, घूम रहा है like this. What is sliding friction? Opposing force that comes into play. What is sliding friction? What is the meaning of sliding friction? That is the opposing force that comes into play. Opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually sliding over the surface of the other body. Is called sliding friction. For example, when a flat block, suppose this is a block, is moved over the flat surface of a table. Here, this block is moving on this surface. The opposing force here acts. It is called sliding friction. Is it clear? Another one is rolling friction. Rolling friction, that is the opposing force that comes into play. Rolling friction. Rolling friction, that is the opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually rolling over the surface of another body, is called rolling friction. When a wheel, a circular disc or a ring or a sphere or a cylindrical rolls over the surface, when the ball is rolling, when the wheel is rolling, at that time the opposing force which acts here is called rolling friction. Is it clear? Now, so here I can say these are the types of friction. So what are the laws of limiting friction? If the question comes in this manner, state laws of limiting friction. Laws of limiting friction. Here, first. So with the help of this article, different type of friction, we can write here laws of limiting friction. First, the magnitude of the force, the magnitude of the force of limiting friction F, magnitude of the force of limiting friction F between any two bodies in contact is directly proportional to the normal reaction. The magnitude of the force of limiting friction of any two bodies is directly proportional to the normal reaction. F is proportional to R. This is our rule number 1. When a body is heavy, normal reaction R increases because R is equal to mg. Therefore, F increases. Hence, P is equal to F. P is the applied force. P is increases. So, more force is required to move a heavier body than to move a lighter body. Is it clear? So, this is the first law of limiting friction. Now, second one. The direction of the force of limiting friction, is always opposite to the direction, in which one body is at the verge of moving over the other. This is the rule number second. Third, the force of limiting friction is independent of the area of contact. The force of limiting friction is independent of area of contact, apparent area of contact. And the fourth one, that is the force of limiting friction between any two bodies in contact. The force of limiting friction, the force of limiting friction between any two bodies, between any two bodies in contact depends on the nature of the material, on the nature of the material. On the nature of the material, of the surface in contact, of the surface in contact. Is it clear? So these are the four important laws of limiting friction. Is that clear? So my dear children, write down all. Today module is complete. We'll continue in our next module. Bye.